Listen carefully. If you don't understand this, you'll keep losing, and you won't even know why. Right now, there's a woman in your life who has already decided what you are, not what you could be, not what you feel inside, what you are. And the worst part? You helped her make that decision. Every fast reply, every nice guy reaction, every time you played it safe instead of real, you were silently telling her, I'm not that guy. Yeah, that stings. Good. Because nobody tells you this straight. You think attraction builds over time? Wrong. It flips in moments, or it dies quietly and stays that way forever. And for most men watching this, it's already dead. But here's where it gets dangerous. Because in the next few minutes, you're going to see something so small, so subtle, that once you notice it, you won't be able to unsee it. A shift. Not a trick, not a line, not some risky confession that ruins everything. Just a switch. And once you understand it, you'll start noticing the moments that were always there. The way she looks at you, the way she pauses, the moments where something almost changes. First, stop acting like a fan. Picture this. You're sitting with her, she laughs at something you say, and instantly you laugh harder, agree faster, soften your opinions just to keep things smooth. It feels harmless, but what you're actually doing is lowering yourself without realizing it, and she feels that, not consciously, but emotionally. Because the moment you treat her like she's above you, the dynamic is already set. You're chasing, she's receiving. And here's where most men get it wrong. They think being nice creates attraction. It doesn't. It creates comfort. And comfort without tension kills attraction. Now imagine the same moment, but different. She laughs. And this time, you don't rush. You let it breathe. You look at her calmly and say, relax. You don't have to impress me that much. Then silence. No nervous smile, no softening the moment, just presence. And right there, something shifts. She pauses. Because for the first time, you didn't react to her. She reacted to you. Now here's where things change. Attraction isn't about what you say, it's about the feeling you create. Most men move fast. Fast talking, fast joking, fast replying. There's no weight, no depth, no tension. Imagine walking with her. She's opening up about something personal. Instead of rushing to respond, you slow down. You let a bit of silence exist. Then you say, you know what's interesting about you? She looks at you. Now you have her full attention. You act like you've got everything handled. Pause. But there's something you don't show. And then you stop. You don't explain it. You don't fill the silence. You let her sit in that moment. And this is where most men panic. They start talking again, trying to fix the tension, but you don't. You hold it. And now she's thinking, how does he see me like that? That's attraction forming, not loudly, not obviously, but quietly, inside her mind. Now understand this. The 3-minute shift isn't about time. It's about a sequence. Comfort, disruption, curiosity, tension. Picture this moment clearly. You're sitting close, maybe late at night, everything calm. She laughs and lightly touches your arm for a second. Most men either freeze or react too quickly, but you don't. You notice it. You lean back slightly, just enough to create space. That small distance creates tension. Then you look at her and say quietly, you're dangerous when you do that. She pauses. What? Now she's curious. You give a slight smile and say, nothing, just noticing things, and you move on. You don't chase the moment. You don't explain it. And that's where everything flips. Because later, she's thinking about it, replaying it, trying to understand what you meant. And here's the truth most men never hear. Attraction doesn't grow during the moment. It grows after it, in her mind. But here's where most men ruin everything. Right after creating tension, they try to confirm it. They laugh it off, explain too much, or look for validation. And just like that, the tension disappears. That's why it never works for them. Not because they can't create attraction, but because they don't know how to hold it. And then comes the hardest part, not chasing. This is where most men fail because it feels wrong. You think if you like her, you should show more effort, more texts, more attention, more presence. But too much availability kills mystery. And without mystery, attraction fades. Imagine this. You see her message pop up. Old you replies instantly. New you reads it, smiles, and puts the phone down. Not to play games, but because your life doesn't revolve around her anymore. And for the first time, there's space, and that space makes her feel something. She notices your absence. She wonders what you're doing. She starts leaning in. So here's the truth nobody tells you. She didn't lose attraction. You never created it in the first place. Because attraction isn't built through effort. It's created through experience, through moments that feel different, through tension that isn't explained, through presence that doesn't chase. And once you understand that, everything changes. She starts looking at you longer, pausing more, leaning in without even realizing why. Not because you forced anything, but because you became someone she feels differently around. Most men will hear this, think it sounds smart, and go right back to being predictable. But a very small few, will actually understand it. And those men don't stay just friends. If you're one of them, you already know what to do next.